Hi, my name is Jeff Lindsay. I've been here at Covered Bridge for almost 8 weeks, and I'm 59 years old. Um, I grew up in Michigan, um, and had pretty much a normal life as a child. Uh, first 7 years we went to church every Sunday, went to Sunday school. I remember my mom singing in the choir all the time. It was always nice to hear her voice back then. And then we moved away from there and moved out to this place, Silver Lake, and got away from church. Just didn't go anymore because it was so far away. And I ended up getting into trouble with the law when I was 10 years old, and ended up making so a couple years later, my family ended up moving away from Silver Lake just because I think that I embarrassed them. And so the rest of my, growing up years, it was pretty normal, going through school. And after I graduated, I ended up joining the Navy. That's where I was introduced to smoking cigarettes, and being I was in the Drum and Bugle Corps, got a chance to go off base 3 times, which allowed us to drink. That's when I was introduced to alcohol. And those 3 beers were enough. It got me hooked way back then. And after that, I got out of the Navy. I was already married, had a wife that had a 6-year-old daughter, and the drinking got worse and the drugging got worse. And I ended up losing a very nice job that I had back then. So I lost my wife, lost my stepdaughter, lost the cars, lost the house, lost all the toys we had accumulated, and lost everything. So then I ended up moving out to Arizona and went pretty much through the same thing for quite a few years out there, drinking, drugging, in and out of relationships, got married again, had another child, ended up losing that child completely. They took my parental rights away. So when that happened, I moved to Vermont back in 2004 and pretty much cleaned up my act for a little while. And then I just fell right off the wagon, got right back into it again, and this time worse. I didn't have anybody to lean on, and ended up getting another DUI up here. And this girl over at Allen Lumber, she introduced me to Dave Pierce, the pastor here at Covered Bridge. And the first time meeting him, we both sat and cried together, and it was a very strong meeting. But then it took me 2 weeks to really decide to actually make the move and come here as a resident at Covered Bridge. And it was the best move that I've ever made in my life. I came here on the 17th, and already on the 19th, I gave myself to God. And that just made me, I did a 180-degree turn right after I did that. I mean, it changed the way I looked at life. God has showed me how to love. God has showed me how to treat your brother. There's 2 or 3 guys here, Ferdinand and Michael. They both have helped me tremendously, understanding God, encouraging me, pointing me in the right direction. And I'm actually reading the Bible. That is a first. And I read it 3-4 times a day sometimes, and if something comes up that's bothering me, I just say a prayer. And it's pretty much really been an awesome feeling to have God in my life and be able to be a resident here at Covered Bridge. And God bless you, and amen.